For my case study on diversity initiatives, I chose to focus on the Walt Disney Company. According to the company's 2019 annual report, they describe themselves as a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in 4 business segments: media networks, parks experiences and products, studio entertainment, and direct-to-consumer. The company employed approximately 223,000 people as of September 2019 with reported revenue of approximately $70 billion. Disney's Senior Vice President and Chief Diversity Officer sits among the top 20 of their executive leadership team. Disney's commitment to diversity and inclusion is stated on their website as stories are better when the storytellers represent the vast experiences of the people who will hear them. At Disney, we have the opportunity and the responsibility to create authentic, unforgettable stories, experiences, and products that capture the imagination of generations of people around the world. We are committed to doing that in any way that counts everybody in. I think this is an important statement for Disney that communicates to employees and consumers not only how they think about diversity, but also how it is embedded in everything they do, the stories, experiences, and products they create. When asked in a blog what diversity means to Disney, the response was, "Diversity at Disney includes valuing diversity of thought and perspective and connecting to the unique talents, gifts, and backgrounds and experiences that each individual brings. To thrive, we must fully reflect and include individuals who reflect the people and places where we do business around the globe." This message helps convey Disney's view on why diversity is important for them. So, this all sounds great, but as we know, not all companies walk the talk. In the Forbes article I referenced for last week's assignment on diversity best practices for the workplace, accountability was one of the top best practices listed. Companies need to be accountable to match their statements with their internal and external actions. Based on my research for this case study and my year intern experience working at Disney, I believe they do a good job of demonstrating their commitment to diversity and inclusion, as evidenced by the numerous awards they have received in acknowledgement for their diversity and inclusion efforts. To name just a few, Disney was recognized in 2017 with the Top 10 Innovations in Diversity and Inclusions Award for its advancements in equality in the workplace and working to ensure a safe and welcoming environment for all employees. More recently, Disney received the 2020 Innovation and Inclusion Award for fostering a high representation of women in leadership and supportive workplace policies. And Disney was ranked an impressive number 26 in the 2020 list of America's Best Employers for Diversity. The list ranks the top 500 employers that have the most diverse boards and executive ranks and the most proactive diversity and inclusion initiatives. In addition to being the recipient of many diversity and inclusion awards, Disney also backs up its words with actions to ensure that they continue to make improvements in this area. In August 2020, Disney created a new diversity and values team to review and unwind any racist ideology in their products, parks, and experiences. One of the actions to be taken is the elimination of the Song of the South music theme from the Splash Mountain attraction. A Black Imagineer is currently leading the Princess and the Frog reimagining of Splash Mountain. Disney has also eliminated the 1946 Song of the South animated movie from Disney Plus platform offerings. Disney is also committed to creating increased diversified content for future releases with diversity front and center, on screen, and behind the camera. Through Disney's ownership of a variety of mass media platforms, the company has many outlets for communicating with its employees through internal email communications, blogs, podcasts, external web pages, and a huge presence on social media with Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Disney is following another one of the diversity best practices I referenced earlier, and that is keeping the conversation going and actively listening to employees and consumers regarding their feedback to help identify areas for change. In June 2020, Disney shared a powerful video that was put together by a group of employees sharing their personal stories of racial inequality. Disney says the video highlights the need for greater understanding, unity, and action. We believe Black Lives Matter, and this message is one that everyone should hear. Also, in June, Disney used its platforms to address issues of race and inequality by airing a slate of special programming on a number of its TV networks to encourage a discussion of racism in America. Another diversity best practice is that Disney employs professionals dedicated to recruitment, retention, and professional development of underrepresented employees and cast members. They also have mentoring programs with the same goals in mind. Disney also has internal employee groups called employee research groups that work to cultivate an inclusive culture at Disney to make improvements in the workplace and also in the marketplace. A few of their internal initiatives include Heroes Work Here. Through this initiative, the company has hired more than 10,000 veterans in the last 8 years, and their ongoing commitment includes millions of dollars to support the veteran and military organizations. Another initiative, called Disney Launchpad, provides an annual opportunity for directors from underrepresented backgrounds to create original shorts for Disney+. The directors are mentored by creative executives across the company and trained on studio models to prepare them for future career opportunities. This Disney Launchpad initiative is aligned with principles of the National Career Development Association. According to Cooper's intersectionality article, the NCDA's mission is to provide professional development and advocacy to practitioners and educators who inspire and empower individuals to achieve their career and life goals. Disney's Launchpad provides development and career opportunities for underrepresented members of society. This demonstrates Disney's commitment to not only create a diverse and inclusive workplace for their employees, but a commitment to the betterment of a diverse and inclusive society as well. I believe Disney does a great job demonstrating inclusive leadership. This leadership is driving all of the diversity and inclusion initiatives I previously mentioned, but the telltale sign of their inclusive leadership is how their employees perceive their efforts. According to Barak's Chapter 11 reading, workplace inclusion reflects the extent to which employees perceive that they are part of the communication systems, informal networks, and decision-making processes in the organization. Disney accomplishes this through their diversity recruiting efforts, employee resource groups, and their employee development programs. Ranked number 26 of the 500 companies listed in the 2020 list of America's Best Employers for Diversity, demonstrates that Disney's strong commitment to diversity is aligned with their employees' perception of their commitment. This is a testament to Disney's inclusive leadership. Disney also scores well when it comes to fostering a work-life balance for its employees. Caproni describes her personal challenges with trying to create a work-life balance as described in the article included in this week's readings. She ultimately decides to work less hours, leaving weeknights and weekends free for her family. This model wouldn't work well for the majority of Disney's workforce, who work 8-hour shifts covering very early hours to late night hours, with 2 days off per week and not necessarily on a weekend due to the hours of operations for Disney parks and stores. However, LinkedIn statistics on Disney employee feedback show that 80% of the approximate 7,000 reviews reflect scores of 4 or 5, with 5 being the highest, for satisfaction with work-life balance, mainly due to Disney's flexibility with employees working with each other to cover shifts when needed. This provides some employees with more desired time off while providing other employees with desired overtime hours. As a former Disney intern, I can attest to their flexibility, which I genuinely appreciated. This is yet another positive aspect of Disney's workplace culture that helps to attract and retain employees. Flexible working arrangements also provide an opportunity to attract a more diverse workforce that includes employees like Caproni, who describes herself as a woman in a dual career marriage with 2 children under the age of 4. I hope that I have given a clear indication of Disney's efforts towards fostering a diverse and inclusive workplace, as well as their initiatives to create new products and experiences that will help advance improvements for societal change. Thank you for listening.